It's okay.
It's okay.
English, you want to say, exercise. There's exercise of body and speech and mind. For example, when I do prayer very loudly, it seems maybe this helps diabetes to go down. Diabetes. I have some a thought when you say prayer loudly. It becomes an exercise for speech. So it might be help diabetes to go down. Yeah, I can hold it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's sorry. Yeah. Huh? Oh, the whole Mary, going to tell my judge. Oh, someone in the chair. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, Lama Tsongkhapa said in the Lojong, the poetry, Lojong Nyenatsig, I think, I don't remember the title very well. Lojong Nyenatsig, I think. Nyo didi ma jangna rang re le jo wang rang re le jo wang zan ba dewa she jang dawang me dubo she jang dorwang me teji lendu luwa me sam teji lendu luwa me sam ne so kuin kuga. If we don't purify our negative karma, obscuration, ourselves, so heavy controlled by karma, our karma, not somebody's karma, our karma. They were shaking. So, you see, even you have they were shaking. Even you know this happiness, you know. Even you know they like so much. They like so much. Your pleasure or your sensual life, or so to say. Even you know this is happy, but you have no choice always to be there. You have no choice. Dharma has no choice yourself. So like you have $1 billion, $1 trillion, or I mean, you want to have an apartment with a swimming pool, all the things, you know. If you have, then you are enjoying sort of, even you are enjoying, or you know, things like that. For example, yeah, I'm just giving an example like that for. Or you want a horse to ride on, but you got a horse. Then you're so happy to get the horse to ride on, or something. Or I mean, there are many, many funny things can happen. So you're happy, you know, but you have no choice. But You have no power, you have no choice. 3 hours like that, you have no choice. Even how much you want, you have no choice. Dhamma, no choice. To be like that for all the time. No. Even you are Devarilam, like Indra, Brahma, unbelievable, the wealth and the power and all that. Unbelievable, sense pleasure, but you have no choice all the time. Forever to be like that, you have no choice. So anything you see, human example, there's anything you have no choice. You see, people like this, people like to be even more better, always more better, always more wealthy, like that, but there's no choice. Always to be like that, you see. For example, in Hong Kong, I told you already, I think a long time ago, they're rich Indians, very rich Indians, with several those high tower buildings. So when they were wealthy, before the economic went down in the world, when they were wealthy, so they just didn't care. The most important mistake is they didn't know karma. They didn't recognize karma. Or this life came from this life problem came from the cause, non-virtue, and the success or wealth and all this came from good karma. They don't know karma. So when they were wealthy, they just didn't care, and they just maintaining creating good karma. They didn't know karma, so they didn't bother to create the good karma. To create good karma, either the Buddhists didn't know. So like that. So what happened? Then much later, when the economy went down, even they have to worry about the place to house to even normal place they stay. So the economic business so much went down, so become difficult, very difficult. And then for the class, the high class of family, they have been joining that for their life, the rich people. So they have to show their face. They have to show the appearance and the rich family community. So, so they have to keep that picture, you see, face. So life is very expensive. So they didn't work the life before. So then they have to keep the face. You see, so much difficult. So they Kature. So all the business went down. So my relative Pemba monk, who the resident teacher of the Hong Kong Center, so he calls 60 times a day. 60 times a day he talks. Because he has no other friends to talk to, to get some help. You see, that's my relative, the Pemba monk. So he talks 60 times in the beginning, but later he a little bit scold, then become a little bit less scolding. Then sometimes go to see, so get ideas, some pujas or something. I'd ask him to read Sangha Sutra. It's unbelievable. So those who don't find job or things like that, but anything, then to read Sangha Sutra. I don't remember exactly, but I think Buddha's equal number of the saints, River Ganga, them the Buddha. So I think the 4 times like that, 4 times, 8 times, I'm not sure. They must married you like So I told him to read. So I think he did read the number I told him, but I don't think he paid attention, even one verse. He read, but I don't think he paid attention even one verse. Even one line, I don't think he paid attention. It just really like a machine. I think he didn't pay attention even one line. So it's like that. And then also, I recently, some time ago, I also just told them to read because they have a house in Bombay to sell, but couldn't get because they rented the house for a long time. It was difficult, so much. So now difficult to sell all that. Oh, so that you see, if you don't know karma, that came from your mind, then you're supposed to abandon the cause of suffering, cause of all the difficulties, and then you're supposed to practice virtue, which cause of success, happiness, you see, from your mind. Yeah, the positive thought, you see, but then also, so then difficult. Oh, like that. Then the whole family dislike him, the one who got the responsibility. Yeah, like that whole family. And he's nobody. He talked to there was a Bamba, married to the monk, like that. Not become much less, I think, calling. But so anyway, so like that. You see, in the past, we had many buildings owned and karma. You see, I remember Buddha Dharma, karma. So then you see, do you think it's always going to be like this? You think your life is also going to be rich like this, so wealthy like this? But that's totally wrong. So you see, all life totally changed after. So they were shaking down, no choice. Even it's much world and so much sense pleasurable, no choice. So it changes, no choice. Duba shaking down. Even the suffering is suffering. Then even you do, you see, you don't want experience. You don't want, but no choice. You have to experience. You have to go through that until the karma finishes. So, even how much you don't like it, no choice. You have to go through that until the karma finishes. So on. But sometimes both the Lord himself, eons, Lama Tsongkhapa. So even the human life, the suffering, can't stop. Then you have to go through for a long time. So, therefore, think, the action result is unbetraying. Lua maba, unbetraying. Lua mesam, then I think Lua the karma is unbetraying. All that if you create virtue, the result suffering definitely. If you create non-virtue, definitely. If you create virtue, result happiness, definitely. Oh, then expandable. The second one, expandable. You create one virtue, happiness for many hundred lifetimes. One good karma. Oh, the one negative karma, your friend experience suffering for many hundred lifetimes. 500 lifetimes. Then, but the karma is not done created, you never experience the result. So virtue or non-virtue, is it the happiness or suffering? new experience. Chabachim, so the karma that we have created, number of small it is, number of small it is, or the Chabachim, so even after billion, zillion, trillion, so then after trillion, or then eons, even that small negative karma experiences. Even after, I don't know, when the zillion, doesn't last. It experiences. One is ready, one is powerful to experience. All like that, even small. So you can't ignore, this such small thing, doesn't matter. You can't ignore like that. Some harm to insect or to harm people, whatever. You can't do that. Even small virtue, you want having small happiness, but therefore you must create even small happiness and virtue. So now there's choice. Now then you have choice, karma, the white and black. You have choice. From now on, from today, Zen. How do you say? Zen? I mean, one word of to be careful, but not exact. But how do you say in English? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's not the word, but be careful. Negative karma, towards the negative karma, digbile, towards the negative actions, be careful. Must pay attention. Or that's being careless. You do that being, even you do accept general karma, but you've been careless or something like that. Or they even small. This is small. This man that happened. Shouldn't like that. They will be careful with negative karma. Tonu sune gela bever cha, geva bever cha. Tonu sune geva bever. From today, this night, should attempt virtue. So avoid the from today, abandon the negative action, and from this night, attempt the virtue. From this night, attempt the virtue. So even the small one. Kana lela samba sangela, kana lela samba sangela. So white karma and black karma, this is all things to do. Samba sangela is all to do with the bad attitude, good attitude. It's a question of that. So the done good attitude is the white karma. If done with bad attitude is the negative karma. Samba sangha, sadhan lamyang sang. So if your heart is good, then everything turns out good. So even you are traveling, the kasvare, yeah. Kasvare, wherever you go, in the road, everything is path and everything turns out good. Sport, everything turns out good for you. And if your heart is bad, then everything turns out bad. So you meet wherever you go, there's always obstacles. Everything turns out bad. So also, also, you see, also one thing, it depends on past karma. So if you live with good heart, with everybody, even with the insects, helping them, freeing them from suffering, give food, so even with the insects, or then with everybody you help. You see, like that, you see. Because whatever you can do, you help. But of course, the main thing is the more you practice Dharma, meditate and path, train your mind to Lamrim, path to the enlightenment, or the higher your realization go higher, all the able to benefit the sentient is more, deeper and deeper. All like that, you see. So if you exercise Bodhisattva, as I went through benefits many days, so whatever you do, see the realization, Bodhisattva, wherever you go, whatever you do, always benefit for sentient beings. Whatever you do, even you speak, even you give food to the dog, it's always great benefit for the sentient beings. So there was one monk, Garland from Baksa. He was very ascetic, very renounced. Shoes, some black leather put, and then just whipped with the big needles, and just very simple, very happy monk, very simple. Although he generated bodhichitta, this monk. He has, I think, where's some of the root text, I think maybe, on bodhisattva text. That's all what he had text. He was one time Dushita, not Dushita, I think it, down below, down below. Sorry, then while he went to PP, then he wanted to check his text, what text he has. The bodhisattva and that's great Samajara text. So he was asked by His Holiness to buy candies and give the school children. So with the bodhichitta, so the great benefit was sending for the children. So he went to buy candies in the market, I think Lord Dharma or something. Then he had an shanta like this, put many candies. He put in the shanta, he's coming up the backside to this, road, coming up, then get among the mat. So he was going to give the school children, that was his own advice. All like that, you see. Then he was coming from Bombay on foot to Delhi, to Dhamma, on foot. So there was one place, there was a fisherman, some fishermen, 2 or 3 fishermen, they're very poor, catching fish. But he's also very poor. The monk from Gatan, the Geshe, yeah, he was very poor, and so Mitchell very poor. So he gave money to the fishermen to stop fishing. He gave money, but at the same time he was also very poor as them. So he asked them to not fish. So I think not whole life, just that day. I think he gave money. So they felt the same. Why he's giving money to stop fishing? It was the same. So like that happened. And then one time there was a lot of rain, and he was standing in the water. So slowly, under the feet, there was warm. There was heat, Then he didn't realize he was standing on the top of the snake. Snake was like this, curl. He was standing on top. So gradually heat generated. It was snake. And from Paksa, Gatam monastery monk from Paksa, Changse. Anyway, so so like that, even bodhichitta, whatever you do, then unbelievable benefit to the sentient. So sentient beings, whatever service they're offering, just by even listening, they get so much, they collect so unbelievable merit, all the tamja samatha, so whole life, you see. Oh, everything depends on your mind. Tamja samatha. So, you see, if your mind is so selfish and some of the attachment, the anger, impatience, and so selfish, then everything becomes problems. Then you find so much problem in the life. Even you live in a 5-star hotel, even you live in a 10-star hotel. But you find so much we don't like it. Just, mind is not happy. Kind of very boring, and that you see wherever you go, wherever you go, you go in the city or you go to the mountains or whatever. See, so then you see, so due to the past Namgyalma, they lived self-changing thought and so then you see, do that. Then whatever you eat, whatever you hear, whatever, everything's unpleasant. So it is not according to your wish. So many problems, all of that. You see, all of that. Then also the second thing is. Due to bad heart, due to negative mind, then you see, because your mind got trained in negative way, looking everything bad. Instead of looking everything positive, looking everything bad, this, this. Even dogmas noise outside, bad. Or, causing me to get lung. I mean, even birdman noise that makes you get angry, Oh, then it's so difficult to have peace in the mind. Well, then, like that, you see. So almost everything, so almost everything, whatever appears to you, whatever you hear, taste, whatever, everything becomes an enemy, because of a disturbance to you. Oh, like that. So life becomes so unhappy. So, so whatever appears becomes a rising enemy to your, rises your enemy. Like that, you see. So, for example, the one hotel you say, then there's night time there's a bug. But the red flea. Oh, one time there's a night time you find a flea in the bed. One flea. Flea is so tiny, so small. Your body is so big, but so tiny. And a flea, wow, get so scared, wow. Then you move to another hotel. But because of that, you move to another hotel. Then the hotel is so bad. So there's many examples of tamja samatha. So if you see, even though bad things, but you see, you have a positive mind, looking at everything positive, labeling everything positive, appearing everything positive to you, everything becomes easy for you, pleasant for you, even though it's past karma, whatever, sicknesses and this and that. But you see, but your good heart label good and appear good, and then you make your life simple and enjoyable, and satisfaction and fulfillment. With the good heart, fulfillment. Then with the satisfaction, no attachment, no killing, grasping, then the satisfaction. like that. So all dependent on peace in your life depends on your heart. So everything depends on your heart. So therefore, the most essence, most important thing in the life, even sanghas and non-sangha, lay, everyone, young, old, everyone, is a good heart practice. Even if you don't believe reincarnation karma, as I mentioned already, good heart practice is the most important. All that thing. Yeah, then to achieve enlightenment. Not to bring the sentient beings for life is to benefit us. Your life is to benefit our life, especially human life. This to benefit others sentient beings. So not only to free from the oceans of samsara suffering, but to bring to a peerless happiness, the total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization. All that. And therefore, I must achieve enlightenment, and therefore, I'm going to take all transmission of the Lama Tsongkhapa teaching, the Garland of Jewel. Chanjo Sembe no Chama Bodhisattvas, Garland of Jewel. I received the teaching from Gyabje Gita Sanchara Rinpoche. This is the first one from the Lojong Nyenatsig, the 100 Lojong. This is the first one. Received from Dharamsala, Gyabje Gita Sanchara Rinpoche, except the Shambhashitl, the Satya, Shambhashitl parting away from the four clinging. So, so that one I received from Gyabje Rinpoche at the Himalaya Yogi, Nepal, Kathmandu, Himalaya Yogi. So received the commentary of that. Yeah, then or the English? Where's the English? No, Chamba has it. You said.
There was another text that I taught Rinpoche.
Huh?
This morning I thought you were talking about another text, so I asked Champa about that text that she has, but it's not good.
I can add it to it. But it's very good to hear in English, that's why. But then if it's not correct, then the lung won't be perfect. And so better in Tibetan. English? Whose translation? Whose translation? Huh? Yeah, okay. Tudin Jimba, yeah, Jen should be good. Huh?
From the mind training.
Oh, yeah, yes. Guys, I read in English, but hopefully everything's perfect, complete. So sometimes, I mean, if you're not checked well, then that things, not necessarily hard subject, but even smaller things. If I read English, so people understand something what he's talking about. That's the main thing. A little more positive. But it's about Garland at the chair. It's about how to live life, basically, how to live life. Oh, the purpose was asked to give the room of that. Actually, he requested to give the room of the 100, the Lojong, but he said that there wouldn't be enough time to do all hundreds. Also, the sheriff asked a few times, and then I did start with Geshe Chunyi, Geshe Sheriff, and Pemba, and in Towers a long time ago. then didn't get continue. Then I thought to do in Sangha, but they comes in the, there were many monks. So I thought to do Lojong Nyenatsig, beginning room of that, then do the higher Kirwa, more secret higher Kirwa, room the Kaka Tantra, a great Lama from Mongolia, three volumes written by him, then 2 volumes by Piptida Lama. Then the oral transmission of the Masikra Kewa, it would take a lot of time. So I think, yes, the monks are a little bit, who requested a little bit worried, may not finish it. So, that's. Last time I did Masikra Haikewa Lung, but in the morning I did the Katambas teaching the very beginning thought transmission, opening door for Holy Dharma. So, and did that and did my own kind of life experience. And so I think I heard many things even the older monks found beneficial. So like that. I heard from Kandala what the older monks said and things like that. So that was finished. So the Lojong Nyenatsig, the one called very difficult. Sanskrit title is Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva Manna Bali. Homage to great compassion. Homage to great compassion. Homage to teachers. Homage to the teachers. Homage to the faith divinities. Discard all, this first one, discard all lingering doubts and strive with dedication in your practice. Truly relinquish sloth, mental dullness and laziness, and strive always with joyful perseverances. Second, with the second stanza, with the mindfulness, vigilance, and consciousness, constantly guard the gateways of your senses. Again, 3 times both day and night. Examine the flow of your thoughts. The third stanza. Reveal your own shortcomings, but do not seek out others' evil. Conceal your own good qualities, but proclaim those of others. Forsake wealth. Fourth stanza. Forsake wealth and the ministrations. At all times, relinquish gained fame. Have modest desire, be easily satisfied, and reciprocate kindness. The fifth stanza, cultivate love and compassion, and stabilize your awakening mind. Relinquish the 10 negative actions. and always reinforce your faith. 6th stanza. Destroy anger and conceit, and be endowed with humility. Relinquish wrong livelihood, and stand by ethical livelihood. Forsake material possessions. Embellish yourself with the wealth of the noble ones. Avoid all trifling distractions, and reside in the solitude of wilderness. Number 8 stanza. Abandon frivolous words. Constantly guard your speech. Even you see your teacher and preceptors, reverently generate the wish to serve. 9th stanza. Towards wise beings with Dharma eyes, and toward beginners on the path as well, recognize them as your spiritual teachers. In fact, when you see any sentient being, view them as your parent. But probably, in fact, maybe not in Tibetan. So, when you see any sentient being, means I think may not be that directly written. When you see any sentient being, view them as your parent, your child, or your grandchild. And we always in meditation, motivation, and always in meditation, that's all mother sentient beings. So everyone become your family. From beginnerless rebirth, being mother kind, unbelievable kind. So, everything become family. Renounce the negative friendships in this 10th stanza, and renounce the negative friendships, and rely on a spiritual friend. Dispel hostility and unpleasantness, and venture forth to where happiness lies. Abandon attachment to all things. This is 11th stanza. Abandon attachment to all things and abide free of desire. Attachment failed to bring even the highest realms. In fact, it kills the life of true liberation. The 12th stanza. When you encounter the cause of happiness, in these hours preserve. Whichever task you take up first, address this task primarily. In this way, you ensure the success of both tasks, where otherwise you accomplish neither. 3rd stanza. Since you take no pleasure in negative deeds, when a thought of self-importance arises, at that instant deflect your pride and recall your teacher's instruction. Number 4, the stanza. Number 14. When discouraged thought rises, uplift your mind and meditate on the emptiness of both. When objects of attraction or aversion appears, view them as you would illusion and appreciation. Number 15. When you hear unpleasant words, view them as ego. Then bracket is mere ego. When injury afflicts your body, see them as, in the bracket, the fruit of past deeds. See them as past deeds. Them as the fruits. But probably manner of in Tibetan Garland and so on. That's explained. 16th stanza. Dwell utterly in solitude, beyond town limits, like the carcass of wild animal. Hide yourself away, in brackets in the forest, it says, and live free of attachment. Number 7, stanza. Always remain firm in your commitments. When a hint of procrastination and laziness arises, at that instant, enumerate your flaws and recall the essence of spiritual conduct. Spiritual conduct. However, number 18, however, if you do encounter others, speak peacefully and truthfully. Do not grimace or frown, but always maintain a smile. Number 19 stanza. In general, when you see others, be free of muzzleness and delight in living, and delight in giving. Relinquish all thoughts of envy. Number 20 stanza. To help soothe others' mind. Forsake all disputation and be endowed with the forbearance. 21 stanza. Be free of flattery and fickleness in friendship. Be steadfast and reliable at all times. Do not disparage others, but always abide with the respectful demeanor. When 22 stanza, when giving advice, maintain compassion and altruism. Never defend their teachings. Whatever practice you admire, with the aspiration and the tenth spiritual deeds. Strive diligently, dividing day and night. 23rd stanza. Whatever virtue you gather through the 3 times, dedicate them toward the unexcelled great awakening. Disperse your merit to all the sentient beings, and utter the peerless aspiration prayers of the 7 limbs at all times. 24th stanza. If you proceed thus, you will swiftly perfect merit and wisdom, and eliminate the 2 defilements. Since your human existence will be meaningful, you will attain the unexcelled enlightenment. The 25th stanza. The world of faith, the world of morality, the world of giving, the world of learning, the world of the conscience, the world of conscience, the world of shame, and the world of insight. These are 7 riches. This 26th stanza. These precious and excellent jewels are the 7 inexhaustible riches. Do not speak these to those not human. Among others, guard your speech. When alone, guard your mind. This concludes the Bodhisattva jewel Garland, composed by Indian about the Mangala Shirikana. That's it. So the finishing. Okay, thank you very much. 자가르기도 bodhisattva 아발레 버거도 단주였으면 어제 말아 자도를 만나 자도를 되벨라 자도 던데 돌았는데 저도 니모레로라 반저 다도 들베 전화 시즌 바 예배 어머건다도 소인데도 좀야야야 심려 조라 다바자 다게 네바 다다제 신예 조바 자메저 다게 윤데 바자제 신예윤데 다바자 네당구데 방자전 제다 도도 방마자 Dava Chungchen Choshe Dan Shela Chela Chindu So Vaja Chanda Ninja Kum Jaji Chandu Zine Temba Jai Mugati Bang Jaji Tatu Deva Temba Jai Chodang Aja Shum Jaji Mebe Samda Temba Zolove Zoa Bang Jaji Chuye Zoe Zovaja Sanji Adam Jai Bang Jaji Pawe Nuji Temba Jai Dudi Tam Jai Bang Jaji Kumba Zine Vaja Chare China Bang Jaji Tatu Nani Dama Jai Lama Kempo Tongwe Jatuku Verim Rujeva Kubar Lama Kempo Tongwe Jai Kuberim Kuberim Rujeva Jai Kansa Chuje Mi Jenda Le Tangbo Yesem Jala Le Tangbo Le Tangbo Baye Simje Lao Tumbe Duji Jebaja Simje Tamje Tung Heza Pama Bude Duji Tibe Choba Bangda Jingivishin Yetembaja Tanda Minde Sebaja Kandu Devan Drovaja Kana Chaba Bangda Chaba Meba Nevaja Tabe Dendro Midaja Tabe Zogan Jabaja Kandu Debe Chutangwa Dinya Tatu Bebaja Toma Zaba Kanyamba Tangbo Tinyan Duja Dana Gune Deshindu Niga Jiminju Tatu Didanga Tebe Kandu Tebe Simjung Dea Dedanga Jaja Lame Danga Tembaja Shive Simne Chung Heza Simge Sene Tabaja Niga Tongba Nidugum Kandu Chatan Yunjute Juma Juba Shinjuda Minye Chinam Tabeze Tata Shindo Taba Lula Naba Chungwe Jung Jela Tabacha Petagoma Ramnejir, da Sivi Roshindo, Daga Dani Baja, Chabameva, Nevacha, Tatu Yidam Tenjaji, Lonim Lesem, Tejetala, and Raju Tusi Nimbo Jembaja, Kante Shanatum, the Shide Soba Memada, Shite, Sombora Memada, Tony Muslim. 다도 중심에 맞자 진도 신사 동에서 선함의 인진라가 저도단데 방와자 only seek the sentient Rinpoche essence enter in the room and you start first, Rinpoche will tell about the weather. Always, this Rinpoche always begins many times. When you process it, you may talk about how the water was good, bad, how the bad, I don't hear much, but how the weather and this and that, So I think it must be something like this to please the person who came in the room, to please to make the sentient being happy. So I think if it is not something you have to talk about, yeah, that's the thing. 타도 담대 방화자 신지 있음의 순위지 도와 담대 방자지 타도 서단대 맞자 뭐가 미진 사조면 in order to protect others' mind, then you give up jealousness. Somebody, in order to protect others' mind, then you give up the debating. So, debating like makes the kind of talks the other person to sort of fold, or to makes to show up, sort of kind of that hurts the other person's mind by debating, you see. Always you have patience. Always you have to practice patience. Only that person first time you meet, also you flatter so much, and or that person first time to help you, and then so much you start by so much, and then that doesn't last long time. Then after something it changes, not that person, somebody else, like the boyfriend, girlfriend. So now that you have to keep so Tato Tune to watch, Shana Neba Pongta to Kubi to Nebaja. Shana Danga, Jebezing in Japan, Demba, Chola Guamindation, Kamindation, Kamia de la Dumbada, Churchinum Jugunan in the Cheba Bebaja, to Sangha watches Abala, and Jimbo, Sona Zimja, Sona Semja Namladder. Tatua Dumba, Amona Chimoda. Tarachana Sunanda is on your Zabaja. Jimmy Jan, Divani Jan Sigude, Milutaba, Lametan to Tabaja. Tebena, that children, no, Tomen, not on Taben, Teon of the ship, Sharon Niji, Dunde, no yet, but the name is ever in Mayana Jamecha, Mamma Nangalada, Chibur, Nasanada. Jaji Kimba Ponte Mamis, some machine with the also. Is 6 o'clock? Oh, that's I think. So I think we can finish quickly. Rocket. I don't know where it goes, but the Namgyalma is an incredible powerful. It's for long life, but it's not for long life. It's not only for that. It's so powerful to purify next karma. If you recite, if the animals hear Namgyalma mantra, never get upon lordoms, never get upon hell, hunger, or animals, never get upon if they hear. The other one is Maitreya Buddha mantra. So the best go to the kind of never ever get upon lordoms. So the Namgyalma has a long mantra, short mantra. So it will come out. I will give the lung of that. And then you see, if you hear, you recite Namgyalma, you hear or you recite Namgyalma mantra, then in all the lifetimes, your life always goes to enlightenment. Always, never go down. And you always see Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Always, in all your lives. Bodhisattvas around, you see, always. And so your life always goes to enlightenment. All like that. So, very easy to be on Pure Land, all that. So it's incredible, incredible benefits. They recite in Namgyalma mantra. Only to recite animals is one of the best one to recite. Animals say, of course, all money payment is the main thing, but all the Namgyalma mantra, it's unbelievable. Oh, of course, so we, I think I mentioned, I think I met in, there's a mantra met in Singapore. But there's also met by Peter, his wife Dennis met the Mithai statue, the life size one, to build 50-story Mithai Buddha in the past, which we thought. So, yeah, he met a very, very big one. So I said, each week, Stanzas must carry to the beach, so many times they take, and then they go in the water, the different mantras, the one big one, and then carry in the water for 1 hour or something. So before one there was Gunsang also helped. So to the monks, in the water, in the ocean water, mantra to go inside. So then There many times we do from the bridge, the bridge there. So from bridge, then you send the mantra in the water. So you hold, then one hand recite whatever mantra you want to recite. One mala, then you pass that to somebody. The idea is, otherwise, one person keep long time, then that takes a long time. So one mala, whatever recite, keep this board on the water. So when you finish one, then pass through somebody else. So like that. So what happens is water, the touching the mantra, then you see it purifies all the numberless sentient beings in the water. Even the people who are playing at the beach, who are in the beach, whose body in the beach, and all those then purify Nigadkama Kasure. Nigadkama, and then Nigadkama, and when they die, then get reborn human being or Deva, higher rebirth, and to meet Dharma, hopefully to meet Dharma, and to practice Dharma, and achieve enlightenment, and that's the ultimate goal. So to help all the numberless beings live in the water, unbelievable suffering, unbelievable. So to help them, so like that. Because every week the Sanghas carry the big, the board with the mantras, Namgyalma mantra. So carved, so that there's a new center. I don't know what it's called. There's a mountain, sometimes very peaceful cloud, and the protectors are happy or something. So what's it called in America? So there's big, huge lake. So I did make prayer there. There's a center study group now it became center. What?
The Dharma Kai Center.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So I asked Fred to make big one there, because it's possible for them to, because the big lake, so to use on the big lake. So I don't know. Yeah. If they're able to, if they're bored, then can get take around. You see, can pull by boat, the boat. We did that in America 2 times by boat. There was one time Rinpoche was there, or Jabje Rinpoche was there, maybe 2 times. And Jabje Rinpoche was there. Then he recited Namgyalma long mantra all the way through. So we recite blessed water and then put water outside. We did that while we were going around by boat. But the man who to us by boat 2 times, he died. Cancer, he died. Yeah, that. So each one cost $4,000. So then we, from different centers, Vajrapani and Land with the different centers, members, directors come on board, and we have some small snacks, and not eating snack, but snack. Then tea and you thought eating snack, cut the long not that. Sorry. Oh, not that is We planned to recite 1 million Omanipemhung. Always we planned. Whole life we planned to recite 1 million Omanipemhung. Whole life. Oh, now so next life. So I think even we did only. I think we did only mantra. I think just here. I don't think I can finish 100 million. Even we did only the mantra, no teachings. That's what I think. Cannot finish 100 million exactly. Don't think so. So the. And then I think the outside people, also many people, they recite Omanipemhung. So putting all together, then there may be, I don't know, many people outside the recite. So if you put together, there may be might be quite big. I think there was a karmic. How many people recite? Karmic. In the karmic? Huh? There was some big number. What? Karmic. What? What? Okay. Yes. Mm?
68,395,044.
68 million 395,440.
Mm.
Singapore. Then there are 16,700,017 mantras added by the study from the study group China.
But somebody mentioned karmic. You mentioned no? Huh? What? Other day mentioned to me yesterday or mentioned a lot of number. Huh? Doesn't matter. Okay. How much did how much it is done that we're able to, even that is incredible to get done just here, then all the great numbers from outside, such as from Singapore, study groups, that so there might be also others outside. Just from here, more than half was done there, more than half. So it's great, it's unbelievable. So the so due to so due to all the past, present, future marriage collected by material marriage collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas, so then with the mantra, including the mantra this time, how many million the moderns have, or 600, 6 million, 68 million.
300,000, 400,000.
Yeah. So from Singapore and all that. So any mantra recited from outside to contribute here. So from China, there's unbelievable dedication, service, and so all that. Then all the marriage, then the sole object of refuge of us 6 realms sentient beings. 6 realms sentient beings. And originator of all our happiness, past, present, future, all our happiness. And special leader, freeing us from the oceans of samsara sufferings. The oceans of 6 realm sufferings. And bring us to the peerless happiness, total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization, Sangha. His own Lama, and then then to until our samsara ends, ends, then may Sonatsi live forever. We dedicate for that. And all his holy wishes be succeed immediately. All the holy wishes that benefit to us, all sentient beings, succeed immediately without an obstacle. And the mainland China, the government, the all the Chinese people did it, all totally changed their mind, and totally discover his own sentiency, totally discover, realize, and totally devote his owners, totally devote his owners. Then embody his owners in mainland China, and all the billion people, they be able to see his owners' holy face and hear teachings, enjoy the happiness of Dharma. Everyone enjoy the happiness of Dharma. And then the Stanley teaching Buddha, particularly Lama Tsongkhapa teaching, then spread, everyone meet Stanley teaching of Lama Tsongkhapa. Whole China, then whole world and whole China fill up the Dharma happiness. So free from all the problems. Free from all the problems of anger, attachment, free from all the problems. And then, by the way, the total freedom, the middle way or path, or the middle way path, or the total freedom, the people in Tibet. By the way, then the pure Dharma, still teaching Buddha and Lama Tsongkhapa, and to spread and preserve, spread, to happen that, and then even more than before. So many sentient beings in Tibet become Bodhisattva and Buddhas more than before. To happen that, and that helped. Then that preserving Buddha Dharma in Tibet, teaching of Buddha and the Lama Tsongkhapa, helped the Buddha Dharma in the world to last a long time. Buddha Dharma to last a long time in the world, on the spread. The sentient beings meet with Dharma. Then achieve enlightenment soon, and help able to help in this way. So then told also in Tibet, told all the happiness of Dharma. Everyone enjoy all that happen. Then then all the monasteries, all the monks, and you see. In the world, and then FPMT how then all the sanghas to not degenerate and to increase. Able to live able to live in the outwardly living in the extremely peace, extremely extremely pacified. Not sorry. You see, it's really like a subdued manner. Sorry, I forget the English. Subdued manner, extremely subdued manner. Like hearer listener, so to realize that external contact is extremely subdued manner, like them. Then inwardly subdued mind is extremely subdued bodhichitta. And then secretly develop the transcendental wisdom, great bliss, non-dual, the emptiness, and secretly develop that, and then preserve, Stanley's teaching of Lama Tsongkhapa, Sutta Tantra. Then preserve and spread in the world. So that's in things. All the happened that. So we did get for that. No, Gazone, Gandre, Rave, Gurve, Shinga, Dependan, Deva, Malu, Jere, Sewa, Tenden, Jatu, Yeshabes, Tenjo, Je, Tonye, Ninja, Sundu, Jibela, Jeje, Sande, Ganje, Tendu, Chana, Pemo, Tenden, Jatu, Alazo, Chendelon, Jo. Tonye Ninja Sundu Jibela Jeje Sande Ganje Tendu Chana Pemo Tende Jazola Soa and Sendelon Rojo Tonye Ninja Sundu Jere Siwan, Seju Javichan, and Jajamola Kanzabata Santani, Chava, the Chana Bema, Chela, Duty, the Tuning Suda, Kachebe, Cheberan, because on Chica to the Shemijan, Seju Javicilla, the Tenderua with the Dangalata to the Gandam, Negundu, then Katuri, then did all the 3 diameter to Clark Bass, 3 diameter to Clark numbers, and the numbers of Buddhas. And in particular, then the the money we recited during the time, and then also outside China or the Singapore and all that outside all together there. Also we dedicate this Toje that the many great lamas like sun shining in the world, only sun, one sun, but it brings so much happiness to people and animals and the so many sentient beings, all like that. The great lama in Tibet, before his Holiness, many great lamas, many great lamas then, because Tegunchi Nima, then because the Kajin Kalchun, and then longer between many great lamas, so the advice in the constitution for the monasteries and advice to not practice. So that in Tibet. So the not only His Holiness who says to not practice. So the Katoni so the people who practice they follow Taja, then they can totally recognize and that is wrong. Totally recognize the wrong, totally wrong, wrong practice, and totally recognize that, and realize His Holiness is a Nyenatsig, and totally devote to His Holiness. And you see, everyone follow Tajauda to realize this. Totally devote His Holiness, and all of that to not create any obstacles. So to His Holiness, right? Then the Catholic to us sentient beings, fortune to His Holiness to exist, to continue to turn Dharma to us, so to not cause an obstacles. So to everyone totally realize His Nyenatsig and totally devote His Holiness. So then that actualize bodhichitta, and so them also to achieve enlightenment, all like that. Oh, the Sanghas, in the particular Sanghas in the world, are the particular FPMT Sanghas, to like that. To be like prayer, to like that. And then particular here in Italy, there's going to be a new monastery built. To succeed all the project without any difficulties. Succeed naturally or without an effort. Or that to be most beneficial for the world, for all sentient beings, and particularly this world, and Italy, so that all that most beneficial. I was increased in the Sangha members and living the 3 higher trainings, Labasum, 3 higher trainings, and keeping, preserving well, pure the 3 higher trainings. So that. Then preserve the, actualize, preserve the Kasabati Marsa, Bodhisattva, Tangdri Patu, all that like that, you see. most beneficial for sentient beings, 6 realms, then this world, then Italy, or like that, monastery become like that. Then the Lama Tsongkhapa also continue the study, basic program, master program, all the preliminaries, able to continue all the words, and then to not occur any obstacles for all the resident teachers. We have 40, how many? 48 or so around geshes, resident teachers we have. So all those do not have obstacle, for their life and most beneficial for the sentient beings. Most beneficial sentient beings. The teachings are subdue the mind and to give teaching whatever is fit to them, and then how you would bring everyone to full enlightenment, like that. And to cause general bodhichitta, three pins apart, with the foundation of the root of the path, the character following right to the friend, then you see that is on the path there, able to generate in the heart, and the particular thing here, Lama Tsongkhapa, the geshe, the tempe, and the all that should not have any obstacles in their life, and in their activities, teaching, to not have any obstacles, most beneficial for the sentient beings, and so that. So far, the FPMT have been overall very lucky, very lucky. That is collection, the student of good karma. That see, sincere heart, from the heart, you are working for sentient being. You are from the heart. From the teaching Buddha, and from the heart of the senders to benefit. So they, so that. So there could be so many problems, so many can happen, but we're so lucky, so with much incredible success like that. And I often say that FPMT, for many years, learning so much, learning with Dharma, philosophy, not Lamrim, but philosophy. So you see through basic program, master program, so many other. So the learning so much, and overall, it developed more compassion. What I want to see is to develop more compassion. More compassion. By looking at it, general FPMT, by looking at it, more compassion is developed, and so that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. If you don't have compassion, then even you understand intellectually the philosophy, so much Dharma, but you can't then just become intellectual, then can't benefit much to others. So there are many learned beings. There are many learned in Sudha Tantra, learned, but you see, can't benefit to others much. There are people like this. So now that FPMT is in great successful, great beneficial. Yeah, so like that, so lucky. So, I'm not just praising, but I'm talking as a real. I'm not just making blah blah blah. Not that. So the so good. So now study is very good. So we're now also trying to develop the retreat and the practice to actualize the realization. So we're thinking more to do in that way. Also, not only study, like university, not only study intellectual, not on that. Yeah, so then the other thing, then everybody who was studying just Lamrim or the extensive Sudra Tantra, then what? Or they able to subdue the mind, then able to subdue the mind, and then Lamrim as the main, and then commentaries, extensive commentaries, Sudra Tantra, then everything integrated into Lamrim, the subdue the mind and the actual realization, what is mentioned there in the book, and then you have it in the heart. So in the mind, so to do like that, more than to happen that, to actualize, to develop part in your heart. What is in there, what the Buddha taught there, then to have in your heart, in our heart. So that to have subdued mind, subdued mind, pure Dharma practitioner, all like that. And one is FPMT student, or everybody knows the good heart. Everyone feels good heart. On this, all the centers, they come, they feel good heart. Feel very comfortable, feel very happy, because they're very kind, very good hearted. That's so important. And due to all this merits, now where start Omane Pemuhung, the retreat, 100 million, the planned the retreat, or then this reside mantra here, outside, but the people then, however, then really benefited the world. Most important to the benefit of the world, and to stop the war, to stop all the war that happen now and the future, to stop the war, and to stop all the dangers coming from the anger attachment. Stop all that. And then disease and all the disease, all the torture, and all the things, economic problems, and all those things that will be stopped immediately. And famine, all the so many people dying, no food, the sicknesses, and homeless, and so on. So all this will stopped, and all the dangers of fire, water, air, earthquakes, tsunamis will be stopped. All these things, and the tsunamis, the global problems, and then ice melted down, oceans increase, and then wash away the cities, all those all those heavy problems and to be stopped immediately and generate loving kindness in everyone's heart. Loving kindness in everyone's heart. Then cause perfect peace, happiness in everyone's heart, and to happen that, and okay. That then in the whole world, to have a peace, happiness, all that, like that, perfect peace, happiness, all like that. I think somebody's angry. Somebody's very angry, can't wait. That's the music, that somebody's very angry.
Alarm to put medicine in the eye.
Okay. Then, due to all the merits, we collected 3 times in sentient beings, Buddhas, and the particular this retreat and outside. Do the FPMT and FPMT, see, to have hundreds, thousands, that so many thought they realized meditator. You see, like we read this morning, pure Dharma practice, and the basis of that, and then realized so the Tantra path. You see, like that, you see. A great yoga, and then hundreds, thousands of them great yogas to happen that, able to benefit deep for the sentient beings. So like that, then able to be beneficial, most beneficial for sentient beings, able to enlighten the sentient beings quickly. Ultimately, able to enlighten the sentient beings quickly. All this. Subject the mind to enlighten quickly. Then, send the Lama Tsongkhapa Center and all the branches here actually, Lama Tsongkhapa Center and all the branches of centers over there, to that most beneficial for the sentient beings. All like that, start groups, all the everything to become like that, most beneficial for sentient beings, as I mentioned before. Then then all the students, then all their wishes will succeed immediately according to Holy Dharma. All the students. Okay, that one. Then they were able to get reborn Lord dreams. Or then able to actualize bodhichitta in this very lifetime, to be most beneficial, life become most beneficial to the sentient beings. Every single sentient being, every day, every hour, every minute, every second. Like that. Then or then to to achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. To happen that. Then whatever the unfavorable circumstances or the undesirable circumstances, whatever they meet, and then able to utilize in the path to enlightenment, achieve enlightenment, able to utilize in the path to happiness, to numberless sentient beings to achieve enlightenment, able to use the undesirable conditions you meet, then to use for that, to be able to use for that. So everything becomes Dharma. Even the obstacle was regarded to obstacle for Dharma, even that is used for Lojong. So it is used to enlighten numberless sentient beings, like that. To have that, and then kind of the universal education, due to all this merit created by us, and then those people who reside in mental outside and in all the other countries, and then due to all this merit, made the universal education the most beneficial for the sentient beings. Most beneficial for the sentient beings, and young and old, all those able to subdue their mind, bring happiness in the world, and especially happiness in the world, especially in the countries where there are a lot of fightings, a lot of danger, a lot of fightings, and then to bring to benefit, most able to become beneficial in those countries. So they subdue their mind, and like that to happen. Pacify all this violence, and also that really to become good human being, only causing benefit to other sentient beings, no harm. Like that, you see. Then the prisoners, due to all this merits collected and by reciting mantra, and also people who resided from outside, and all that, due to all that, made the prisoners and who joined the FPMT, and then they all then, like in the past, so being in the prison, then lot of Omani Bemahung, so much number of millions of orders, so much number recited, and some prisoners took Bodhisattva or in the refuge, and there's many practices in prison in the past, so that you see. Then the being in the prison, the building the prison, you see, and then by studying Dharma, then the Dharma become teachings become very effective to their mind, subdue the mind, and so many practices, and relying with the Dharma Sangha, open the heart to the Dharma Sangha, and then so many practices in the same as living in the cave, and so many practices and the prison, and then unbelievable purification and the collective merit, and reciting the Om Mani Padme mantras and so forth, practicing renunciation, practicing bodhichitta, emptiness, so forth. So like that, then able to free from the prison which has no beginning, continuation, no beginning. The prison of attachment. Was a prison from beginningless time, suffered. And sometimes from prison of attachment, and from the prison of the samsara, the prison of the self-cherishing thought, become free, and by practicing bodhichitta, which has no continuation, beginning, the prisoners, and not in samsara, but in self-cherishing thought, prison of self-cherishing thought, then you see which has no beginning, but to have end, able to end by actualizing bodhichitta, and the prison of ignorance, and by studying emptiness, and become free from that prison of ignorance, and all like this, and then to achieve enlightenment quickly. So see like that, to become like that, and become so meaningful to become so meaningful being in the prison, by doing the practice, by learning Dharma. And then the hospitals, that the FPMT has the hospitals, all those due to all this merit we require to in the past, present, future, and during this time, but during retreat and outside people who are resettlement, to all these merits, and then all the hospitals, people dying, and those are the that FPMT take care, and all those are the no fear, by open the mind, open the mind towards the Dharma Sangha, or open the mind to the good heart, to the practicing good heart, or then there's no fear of death. No fear of death. No fear of death means no fear to be reborn organs. No fear. Like that. In the hospitals, people are waiting every day to die, which they don't live. That one is not by thinking next life. Not by thinking next life. Only one, generally only one life. This. And so you death not happening, so much suffering, not dying, death is not coming. So if it is so much suffering, unbelievable suffering, so that is without thinking the next life. Without thinking the continuity of consciousness, no end, no beginning, no end. Not knowing that, not knowing about mind. So that's totally, that is not Dharma. That mind is not Dharma. Totally opposite against the Dharma. And so it's totally attachment. That's totally attachment, which is object to renounce. You see, seeking liberation or samsara is to renounce. So they were, all of that, no fear of death means no fear to be reborn Lojong as well. All of this, all like that, you see. Then never ever get reborn Lojong, and then meet higher rebirth, and then meet Dharma, get reborn in Pure Land, Buddha, or they are perfectly rebirth, and the perfectly qualified mind of Guru revealing the unmistaken path to enlightenment by meeting. Then by placing most the holy mind of the virtual friend, they achieve enlightenment quickly. And that, all the to meet the mind and teachings, all that, all to happen, that. So, then in other projects, then there's some other projects that to be most beneficial for sentient being, to achieve enlightenment is goes possible, the ultimate. So I just, yeah, I just stop here. I think that's. No, the amount. Due to all the past persons which are married to Clarabin, 3 times married to Clarabin, numberless Buddhas, then all the students and all of us here, didn't always to be guided by Lama Tsongkhapa. To be guided by Lama Tsongkhapa, the life being man, of virtue friend, and never separate from the pure path. And exercise Lama Tsongkhapa's teaching in this lifetime. So then, so that's. Tsera kundu jawa Tsongkhapa tejo chinyi ngoto jebe jawe ngabe lamzang tenye tang keje dawa maju mejo namda tame jin la jen jase jawe nindo jete don jugiri nina ju odan jawe tendang jawa then to not rise his anger even to the action of Guru, then only to realize that is all the Buddha's action, then receiving blessing Guru, then in our heart, and to realize the whole path to enlightenment from correctly following words of friend up to omniscience. Banda lame namba tawa keje tamyang lo dame keje jinde leba tonghem lame chela sana jobaro jo. And then Katsuri to be able to be able to cherish due to all these merits and where settlement and also people from out the country settlement due to all that, all the past persons which are married called by sentient by Buddhas, and then able to cherish, able to cherish every single sentient being more precious than a sky filled with Vishigram jewel, all of that. Tane samjen tamje la yishin no la labe tanjo drive sambaye tato jeba samba jo. And then what do we dedicate to actually bodhichitta, that do all the 3 times marriage to clarity environment, 3 times marriage to clarity numberless Buddhas, and the marriage of clarity during the retreat, and also the Kasura, all then actualize bodhichitta and the actualize bodhichitta in the Kasura, in the heart of all the sentient beings. Those who wants a mother, every single single person wants a mother from beginner's rebirth and being kind from beginner's rebirth, unbelievable kind. And then So they drawn a Dharma, they didn't, they drawn a Dharma, having a Dharma, so they take care you, the ignorance and attachment, so they create so much negative karma from beginners, but the suffer, unbelievable, up to now. Then also in the future, in this life, if you don't realize, if you don't generate ultimate wisdom directly pursuing emptiness, then which sees the seed of delusion karma and free becomes free from oceans of some sort of suffering. If that didn't happen, then didn't achieve the path, then get reborn to dim numberless times and again suffer. The sentient beings have to suffer unbelievable for you. So like that. So general bodhichitta in them, and the particular general bodhichitta in the mind, in the heart of all the sentient beings in the world, in the heart of all the sentient beings in Italy, and in the heart of all the sentient beings who came to Lama Tsongkhapa Institute in the past, and will come and now will come in the future, and all the staffs working for them, the general bodhichitta. Then in the heart of all the students, and those who rely upon my promise for them to come to me, in all their heart. And then in all of our heart, general bodhichitta, in this very lifetime, in all our heart, including our family members who are already dead and living. So in all, then any sentient being who see me, hears me, remembers me, touch me, who hears my, who hears my name, who mentions my name, then who the dreams and the sea portals, whatever. So all this able to generate bodhicitta, all like that, and those who generate bodhicitta to increase, and all that. Chandro Samjo Rinpoche Maje Bana Jeju Jeba Nyamba Ameba Kone Gondo Abewa then to realize the person gets good. Konde Rangchin Dunda Meba Junde Dende Lua Meba Penza Game Jogu Java Lojo Gonde Dawara Jinjelo Dine Kazone the Karuri innocent, due to all this marriage, then innocent then being who see me, then Katori who see me, hears me, remembers me, then touches me, all that hears my name, all the mention, all the talks, and then or seeing photos, even dreams, but just by that they be free from all the sufferings, all the suffering be pacified immediately, whatever difficult there, then receive all the happiness, including enlightenment. Receive all the happiness, including enlightenment. Then now the next one, the Kature, due to all the past, present, future happiness, collected by oneself, 3 times marriage, collected by numberless sentient, numberless Buddhas. That which exists in mere name. May the I who exists in mere name achieve the Buddhahood which exists in mere name. to that Buddhahood, lead to that Buddhahood which exists mere name. Brahma still alone who exists mere name. Jambalambave chita jamba da gundo sambo de yang de jundo de da gunje je tunda gawa de da tanjara tungo to zen sebe jawa tamje ngo gang la chu ngo ba yen da ga ge ta wa de sambo je je ra tungo je chu je jabo yeah, you want to say something?
So I ask members of the staff and volunteers, please join me. Thank you. You can come here. There are a lot of salaries. Okay. So, dear Rinpoche, precious Lama, on behalf of Istituto Lama Tsongkhapa, on behalf of all the staff and all the students and all the volunteers, on behalf of all the people who contributed to the organization of this month of activities, of all the people who came this month, in the name of all the insects that have entered this tent, of all the beings, visible and invisible, we want and we must say thank you. An endless thank you. The largest possible thank you. The most enormous thank you. The most incredible thank you. You who are the Lord of the Dharma, who embody and are the perfect expression of all virtues, you have been with us and have brought the pure Dharma among us. The pure Dharma of sutras and tantra. The pure every word, every syllable, every letter, every pose as uninterrupted pure Dharma resonating within us. We need to thank you, but it's not so easy to find the most appropriate way to do so, because this would mean that we have fully understood the suffering nature of conditioned existence. With that understanding, then we could really understand the importance of the Guru who opens the door out of the prison of samsara, a prison so suffocating and oppressive. If we could truly understand its overwhelmingly suffering nature, then we could maybe offer you a deeper and more heartfelt thank you. And still, should be impossible to understand your incomparable qualities. Rinpoche, your presence here for a month is the most unbelievable thing that can happen in this place. You have explained us the importance of bodhicitta and how to meditate on bodhicitta. You have explained how to meditate on emptiness by giving us the instructions to get out of the swamp of our hallucinations. You put in our hands the greatest treasure of all the universe, the pure Dharma. And you did it first of all through your example that is not comparable, because your teachings comes from your infinite compassion and your direct experience. Your wise, generous, loving teachings flows uninterruptedly without pauses. When you're sitting on the throne and in all your other activities, where it is evident that your only interest is the utmost good for all beings. Meditating with you, led by you on the correct way of existence of phenomena, and especially the I, is the most significant experience of life. We cannot imagine what is most important and precious. Rinpoche, it is not just in your direct teaching that you reveal your love. You spoke a great deal about the importance of Istituto Lama Tsongkhapa and of Dharma centers in general. You emphasized that in these places it is possible to hear the pure Dharma that frees the mind from all the obstacles and all the imprints all the way up to the realization of complete enlightenment. Now, if we ask ourselves to whom do we have these places where we seek to awaken the qualities of the mind, then it is clear that all of this is possible thanks to Lama Tupten Yeshe and thanks to you, precious Rinpoche. And so every teaching, every word of the Dharma that we hear in the centers is due to your kindness. Every positive thought that sometimes passes through our minds, every gentle gesture, every virtuous action motivated by bodhicitta is due to your kindness that allows the centers to live and grow. There are people who frequent the FPMT centers who may not know you, but who, through those centers, have been able to encounter and listen to and come to know the teachings and the great teachers starting from His Holiness. And this is thanks to the opportunity to meet the Dharma that FPMT centers provide. And so someone establishes a connection, for example, with His Holiness, attends His Holiness teachings, and this enables his mind to evolve. And all this happens thanks to being able to meet the Dharma in FPMT centers, or thanks to friendship and connection with people who attend your centers. And there are also people for whom the Dharma arrives in their home through the online teachings. They do not even have to leave their armchair. The Dharma comes into their home through teachers, tutors, texts, translations, and programs. All of this is the expression and the result of your work. And then let's look at the Istituto Lama Tsongkhapa. How many extraordinary masters have been here to teach throughout the years? We have hosted teachers of unbelievable qualities. Geshe Yeshe Topten, Geshe Champa Gyatso, our father for 27 years, Kensur Champa Techuk, and an incredible list of extraordinary lamas. Many of us, many of Italian students, we have on our altars and in our hearts teachers like Ling Rinpoche, Song Rinpoche, Serkon Rinpoche, Gomo Rinpoche, Tagri Rinpoche, Kadrola, and many others. And this is why, and this is the reason is that they have listened. We listen their teachings here at the Institute. For each of them, we would have to spend hours and hours in order to describe their unbelievable qualities. And while describing their qualities, immense gratitude arises within us to you and to Lama Yeshe, because we met almost every one of these teachers here at the Institute or in one of FPMT centers. Therefore, we are immensely grateful to Lama Yeshe and to you. And today, Today we have two extraordinary teachers who are an example of conduct, virtue, and wisdom. Geshe Tenzin Temple and Geshe Champa Gelek. And thanks to them, it is possible every day to hear the teachings of the whole path. It's possible to go to them and request and ask them to clarify each point of the path. We should cry tears of joy continually for having two perfect teachers here in Pomaya. What has made it possible for so many students to be able to establish connection with these masters and to hear the teachings? Every moment of teachings in the basic program and the master program is due to your kindness. Every moment of teaching in every class, in every week, comes from your kindness. Every moment of peace of mind the people experience when they attend courses or retreats is due to your kindness. Your kindness. Your kindness is in every act of kindness that we do. And when through the Dharma we refrain from creating suffering for ourselves or for others, this also comes from your compassion. When there is a thought of bodhicitta, when we reflect on emptiness, when such thoughts arise, within those thoughts there is your kindness. Let's try to imagine what our lives would be without our teachers, without the centers, without the Dharma. Think about what this life and our future lives would be like without them. Rinpoche, you always have good words for the centers, the staff, the volunteers. But without you, there would be no centers, no staff, no volunteers. There would be no teachings. The teachers and geshes would not be here. And there would be no translators, tutors, text, or classroom. Without you, here there would be only a chicken coop or some other meaningless activity. In addition, in many FPMT centers, it is possible to meet monks and nuns who devote their whole lives to the practice of Dharma. And merely seeing their robes should make us rejoice for their commitment and dedication. As well, within your centers, we are able to see statues, tankas, texts, and holy images that allows us to accumulate many merits. All of this is thanks to Lama Yeshe and thanks to you. In this mundane world, what can we grasp onto that will bring us definitive happiness, true happiness? Absolutely nothing. Instead, you, Rinpoche, teach us the real causes of happiness, and you do this not only directly through your action and words, but also through your centers. How then can we possibly say thank you to you enough? And even when sometimes we come to greet you and thank you, you continue to fill us with advice and gifts, and you offer us more time than we expect, never watching the clock. Now I'm just talking... Now, Rinpoche, I'm just talking about what we can see in this life. Only in this life. And we see really very little. Now we are here in a human body listening your teachings. And if we ask ourselves, from where comes this great lucky? Probably once again depends on you that with your compassion continue to give us with infinite patience another possibility. Certainly right now we are unable to see the effects of your tireless work that will mature in the future. But when in a future life an interest in the Dharma arises in the continuity of mind that once was one or all of us, when the wish to understand the reality of things or a thought of pure love for all living beings arises in that continuity of mind that once sat in this stand, that once listened to your pure Dharma speech, then this will be the result of the powerful imprints left by listening to you. This will be the result of the Dharma practice we have done thanks to you and thanks to the great teachers who have taught in your centers. Rinpoche, there are many things that do not work in samsara. But among the most unacceptable and unbearable of these is the thought that you will live tomorrow. Many people and many universes await your advice, and the pain of separating from you is only soothed by the thought that millions of other beings elsewhere will benefit from your presence. However, Rinpoche, with folded hands, we beseech you, we beg you to return immediately to Instituto Lama Tsongkhapa. And Rinpoche, even though I say this with some embarrassment for my Spanish friends, if some merit has been accumulated here, Rinpoche, we dedicate it to you, to your long life, so that the wheel of Dharma will always be in motion, and so that your enlightened activities will never encounter obstacles, and so that the entire FPMT family will continue to grow and always be united, working in harmony and always being of service. At the same time, Rinpoche, we request that every so often you rest and take care of yourself, because every breath you take is precious, and on it rests the only hope of creating virtue, of reaching liberation, or someday even enlightenment. Please, Rinpoche, on behalf of all the Italian Sangha, of all your students, of all the center, with all their students, we implore you to come back soon, to be here with us, to show the true practice of the Dharma. This is your home, Rinpoche. Pomaya is a wonderful place. The air is clean. The food is good. But above all, you are our guide. You are our father and our mother, our best friend, and we wish never to separate from you. Until you return, we promise to engage in the developing your vision and in fulfilling the instruction of His Holiness. We promise to work to benefit others and in this way to repair your infinite kindness. Please, Rinpoche, live long, live long, live long, and be with us. Thank you, Rinpoche. So, Rinpoche, at the end, many people have worked extensively during this month. And so I would like to thank you in front of you and in front of other students, all the staff of the Institute, Lama Tsongkhapa, who in a variety of form and measure have made an extraordinary contribution. It was a very challenging year for all of them, and I would like to express from my heart the sincere appreciation for their commitment and dedication. And especially, let me say an enormous thanks to the volunteers. As I said 2 days ago, there are incredible guys who come to help the Institute. And we, as old students, we are often touched from their kindness, their good heart, and their smiles. I thank you so much for doing the work in the shadows, but equally valuable. You are very important for the development of Instituto Lama Tsongkhapa. So thank you very much. Please, I request Rinpoche if they can. I request you if they can bring the kata. I request you if they can bring the kata to you, all the staff and volunteers.
I didn't hear the last one.
So now I request that the staff and the volunteers can offer you the kata.
So anyway, what you mentioned, all the praises to me, it's like praising to the it's like praising to praising to a small dog. You say this, then you recite all the praises to Buddha, to that one, to that small dog. You praise that quality of all the Buddhas. So my teaching, blah, 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 blah.
We like so much.
Blah, blah, that's all. And so there's no coming and no going. There's no coming and going. There's no coming and going. So I don't think it's any worried because there's no coming and going. Like the teaching says, there's no coming and going. Yeah. Going is coming, coming is going. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I want to say that's very important. As I mentioned a few days ago, some days ago, the voluntary work. So as I expressed, that is so much. One thing that I like so much from voluntary work. When I mentioned that even you are working in the company or even you are making $1 billion every day, but you see the motivation has to become Dharma. Motivation best to become bodhichitta. Motivation, even you are receiving $1 billion a day. That's one thing, and that's common by people working lives. But so they particularly the volunteers, well, that's really what brings happiness to you, happiness to all other sentient beings. It brings really enlightenment from your particular hardships. So I want to say thank you. I want to say numberless thanks from my heart to, of course, Philip and Director Lama Tsongkhapa, then all the staffs, Lama Tsongkhapa, and all the volunteers, all your volunteers, especially those who worked for this course and who helped together. Thank you very, very much, so much. So I hope we did some worthwhile. Okay, thank you very much. And then, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. From Portland, Oregon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's your name?
Sirjan.
Sirje. Sarache. Thank you. Thank you. Your name?
Mattia.
Mattia. Thank you. From where?
Tupmangchuk.
From where?
From Munich.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
A Catalonia guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Catalonia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
A volunteer, a new volunteer.